Hello, my beautiful people. Welcome back to my channel. For those that are new, my name is Nelly. When you are in a relationship with someone and you can see that it's not working, you better leave. When you begin to recognize these signs like anger, jealousy, or even personal issues in this person that you're dating or you're married to, how safe are you? How safe are you with this person? So many women are killed these days, but they are partners that they've trusted for a very long time, and they end up dead. They'll enter into a marriage not realizing that by the time they get out of this marriage, it will be through a coffin. It's not like a natural death, it's a person that they've trusted that has killed them. But just how safe are you with this person? As much as God hates divorce, He loves all His children, the good, the bad, and the ugly. But at the same time, God will not allow abuse, especially when it leads you to death. So what do we do with this situation? Anyone can be a victim when it comes to domestic violence. The problem is we are told not to divorce, even though you know that your life is at stake. You go to your pastor for counseling, and even the church may be aware of the situation. And what do? They tell you to leave it to God. God will take care of the situation. But how far can you leave it to God when you know that you're no longer safe in your home? You end up staying in this marriage with the hope that this person will change, or maybe for the sake of the kids. But you end up getting out of this marriage in a coffin. And yet in every situation there are signs to look for. And those signs, they start even way before you get married. When there's a threat, don't take it lightly. People don't threat for no reason. If someone says to you, if you leave me, I'll kill you, don't take this as a joke. Even when they're saying it, they're smiling. Don't take that as a joke. But most of the time, we ignore such situations and we ignore such signs. You want to stay with this person with the hope that one day you'll be married to them. All because of marriage. The world has changed and people have motives. It doesn't matter who he is. Even that man of God can end up killing his wife. We've seen that so many times. Because he's only human. His title doesn't make him any difference. He's only human. We may never know the motives. Because everyone enters a relationship without even healing from their past. And one day their past haunts them. And you become the victim. You don't see that. Only God will see their heart. Because a demon is after marriage. A demon is after any covenant that is formed between two godly people. The territories that we're living in right now, it seems like the devil is attacking those same places and areas. And those areas are being attacked. That is why you see that in certain areas, you see a lot of violence. Places like here in South Africa, you see a lot of men killing women. And you wonder why. Because of certain spirits that are affecting the area. And there are certain areas as well that have got their own problems as well. So sometimes every country would have their own issue. And it becomes normal. We read about it every day. So pay attention to the character of this person. There are some little red flags that you pick up while you're dating this person. There are things that you'll pick up because God always shows us these things. But we take them for granted and we ignore them with the hope that this person will change. That is why at times you need to ask a lot of questions about their background. Don't just leave it there on what they tell you. If you get to meet the siblings, ask them questions as well so that you can know what you're getting yourself into. When you don't ask these questions, you'll never get the answers. And the next thing you'll notice when they start isolating you from your family and friends, you'll notice that he has a problem with your friends and some of your members of your family. Then there's a reason that you need to find out. He's slowly moving you out from everyone else. At first you think that it's just you and him. Slowly you're on your own, moving you away from people that love you. When anything happens or there's a problem, who are you going to run to? And that's what he wants. Everything you do, he becomes suspicious. You have to answer who was calling you. And all these little things, they start small. And you still ignore them. This may be a person who doesn't have trust. Sometimes he's got his own insecure issue. Maybe he's been cheated before, and that is why he doesn't trust anyone. Even though you are now married to him, but he still doesn't trust you. And the best thing to do is isolate you from your family and friends. This is not a healthy way of being in a relationship, because one day that person will tell you to stop working. Instead of dealing with the situation before entering a relationship, he carries that mistrust to his new relationship, and you end up suffering because you don't know his background. You didn't ask. You're probably now married to him and you can't get out of the situation. So no matter what situation it is, when you start seeing any form of violent act, it can be physical, it can be emotional, take that act seriously, no matter what it is. No matter how long you've been hiding your character while you were dating, there comes to a point in time when it comes out. Because you cannot hide character. Something will reveal itself eventually. So don't take that for granted. If he's the type that's always punching the walls, throwing things and kicking whatever, one day you're going to be the victim. So you need to be wise enough to see the signs before they turn into reality. They start small. If you begin to entertain them, the worst is going to come and you won't be able to survive it. You've let it go for so long and you still marry this person. And once you're married, he knows you're not going anywhere. It's easy to get married than to get a divorce. That is why God hates divorce, because it doesn't just affect you. It affects the children as well and the people around you. It's the most painful thing because people show their true self. If you have made the decision to get out of this abusive relationship, this is how you do it. Number one, you need to make sure that you're ready to leave. Don't leave if you're not ready to leave. You have to make a plan to find a safe space to move to. If you've got children, you need to move with them. Don't go to a friend's place because he will always find you. And you're not making it safe for your friend as well. Find a place that he doesn't know. And get that professional help, especially if you don't know how you're going to go about it. And make sure you start collecting all your important documents and keep them safe with you. No one is meant to be abused, no matter what type of abuse it is. Don't normalize abuse. Abuse is abuse. Even though you grow up in an environment where your parents maybe were abusive to one another, it doesn't have to be normal. There's no shame in living in a relationship. At least you're going to be safe. Then staying in a relationship where you know that one day your children will end up losing a mother. Who's going to protect them when you're gone? The very same husband that you're thinking he's going to change will replace you for another woman. And you don't know what kind of woman he'll bring into your home. A woman that's going to take care of your children. Some women are okay with their stepchildren and some are not. You will not be the only single woman in this world without a husband or without a partner. But make sure you are safe and your children are safe as well. If your relationship is not working, stay away from it. At least you're going to be safe. And thank you for watching and see you in the next video. God bless you.